Let's go.
Let's go.
Yes, let's go. Welcome to week 7 of RITSec CTF. Please sign in at signinto.ritsec.club. We want to know you're here. We do. That's all.
How is this going to be used to monitor my personal activity?
No questions. Interest group and programs. Check them out. Loudon, Physical Security Group, Monday.
Yeah, we got two people
Two
show
people?
up that weren't even paid or anything.
Exactly.
They just saw the posters.
Check them out there. Show them up. They're pretty cool. I like physical security. I'm busy though at Monday.
Yeah, right.
Workplace, join our workplace if you haven't already. Lots of announcements there. Pretty cool. Sign up for the newsletter. I don't know. You know, that your favorite presenter, me, is presenting education a week early. Swag update. You know, if you got swag like 2 months ago, again, every week it's in the club room.
Blue team shirts.
They're there. They're common. IRSEC prize update. Again, if you had won something IRSEC, talk to Josh Neiman or go to the club room. Your prize is there. Pick it up. We don't want it. RVAP mini comp. Emmanuel, is that still going on? Yeah, it's still going on. Sign up if you like. That's like an interest form. So if you're interested in doing a penetration, like a mini CPTC, sign up there. It's pretty cool. And ISTS CA elections. So you know, if you saw ISTS this past weekend, you know, Daniel had a pretty sick competition, pretty cyber, pretty cool. Samurai versus ninjas, really cool memes, you know. Awesome King of the Hill, totally. Anyway, shush. Anyways, ISTS is cool. If you want to, like, you know, help run ISTS or run ISTS yourself, you know, come up with the concept, organize black team, all that. E-board position. Check workplace for like an application. There's elections coming up soon. Yeah. Ops lead as well. If you want to help run infrastructure of RITSec, OpenStack, if you're ISTS, OpenStack is what you probably log into to access your boxes. All the different stuff, all the websites we have, that's ops lead. If you want to, you know, become ops lead because we need one, check workplace. Besides Rochester, I think that's tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow. I don't know if are tickets still going.
They're free.
Yeah, they're all free. Yeah, tickets are online. They're free. Just go. John, Emmanuel's presenting.
Do you know
Yeah.
what times?
Yeah, John. Do you know what time you've?
It's on their website.
Yeah, check if you want to. You know, like you know, watch most of the presentations. But you know, if you're gonna go to some, go to John and Emmanuel's. You can look up their times online. And can we get a round of applause for our sponsors? Yeah. Sponsors are great. They're pretty cool. Career Fair Eve, right? Yeah? Heck yeah.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, Career Fair Eve was pretty fire. Follow us social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And without further ado, we have CTF with me. Wow, look at this round of applause I'm getting. They love me. If only I Twitch chat up, I could see their round of applause too, which I'm sure they're giving. Tons of emotes and applauses in Twitch chat. So what is CTF? No, it's not, you know, the best CTF Halo, but it is. Pretty much you solve challenges with a computer. Joke's on you. You've been doing a CTF these past 2 semesters. That's right. Demo challenges, that's a CTF. You fool, you've been tricked. You've been doing CTFs, hopefully.
Yeah.
I bet Loudon's high on the scoreboard, right? Yeah?
What?
You're high on the scoreboard, right, for CTFs? Yeah, totally. Anyways, pretty much what we've been doing with demo challenges. You get either a box or you've been given just challenges in general. And you want to solve them. You want to look for strings. You want to look for flags, pretty much to put in, you know, that cool CTF website to get points. Cool flags up there. You know, they're formatted kind of like that. You kind of know what they look like when you see them. Kind of just do whatever you want to find the flags. Just, you know, with the shared infrastructure, you don't break the boxes. You don't take down the scoreboard because that's mean, dumb, no point. And you don't share flags because, you know, that's not really point. That's anti-fun, dumb. Why should you do a CTF? Well, if you don't know what you want to do in security, if you're like a freshman or a sophomore and you're like, I don't know, I may like pen testing, I may like reversing, I may like web security, I may like ops. I don't know what I want to do. Well, this is perfect. This is like everything combined. It has all different kinds of challenges. So you can kind of get a little bit of each. If you want to do pen testing, there's pen testing challenges. You can try that out. Maybe you hate it, maybe you love it. There's binary exploitation challenges. There's crypto challenges. Oh, maybe you hate math, but for whatever reason you love crypto. Well, you can find out through the CTF. It's also pretty good just to get a wide knowledge base. Like people who like really good at CTF, like Duck, and just they can go crazy, like their amount of knowledge they know, because they have to know to do the challenges. They just get so much, like all the web exploits, all this different stuff. It's crazy. You practice your programming. You script a lot during CTFs. And then teamwork, I guess, because like if you're doing like team CTFs, which I think RIT-Sec is a team one, then yeah, you gotta work as a team. You know, oh, I'm gonna do crypto, I'm gonna do penetration, so on and so on. And here are the categories, you know. Mostly they're like reverse engineering, binary exploitation, forensics, cryptography, all that different stuff. MISC is just like everything that's not in those other categories. It's pretty simple. That's what you'll find usually in the CTF. So we're going to go through most of them. Reverse engineering, you know, if you don't know what reversing is, pretty much you're given code, not the source code, just like an executable or something, or binary, and you have to reverse it, figure out what it does. Usually you might use like a disassembler like IDA or Ghidra, and you just go through, find out what the program does. Sometimes maybe you have to input a string and then it'll output the flag, or in the disassembled code itself, maybe you'll find the flag, stuff like that. Pretty much like here, it's a RIT-Sec binary. You just put in anything it wants a password. You got to find out what it is, open up an IDA. There it's in plain text. You could probably strings it and find it, but usually that might be like obfuscated. And so in IDA you can see if you put in the correct string, you can actually get the flag, outputs it. That'd be kind of an idea of a reversing challenge, so obviously the degree of difficulty is different. Binary exploitation, it's kind of like you're given a program and you just kind of exploit it, almost. It's in the name, kind of. Stuart, MIA pretty much, but he was really good at this. Pretty much like you do stack overflow, buffer overflows, you eat stuff at it, make it break, get access, pwn it, get the flag. It's pretty cool. Like here, in ICAT, is give it a ton of an offset or whatever, and you get your shell. You can get root, get the flag. Pretty simple. Forensics, you pretty much get data, and you got to find the flag. So like you get a Wireshark capture, zip file, random stuff, you got to find data. So like Wireshark, for example, I remember this one challenge I did. You had to like mount it to something, and like then it would show the flag in like certain packets that wouldn't show before. Sometimes it's as simple as just searching Wireshark, but that's like for the easy challenges. Mostly, yeah, just finding the metadata, the stuff, the flag in the whatever you're given, and finding it. So much for here. There's a CTF using a tool pretty much on this JPEG file, but as you can see in the metadata, the flag's right there. Pretty cool. Cryptography, this is like Nick's favorite thing. I think Sean Newman also loves crypto. You're given encrypted data, like text binary, and you just got to decrypt it. This might be as simple as just a Caesar cipher for like an intro challenge, or as like 5 different hashes, or Morse code, or binary. You just pretty much got to find the algorithm, break it, exploit it, decrypt it. If you like math or crypto, or just encryption, might be for you. There's actually not shown here, but there's actually like a huge, I don't know what the tool is called, but there's a huge CTF tool that just makes these challenges simple. Try not to use those at first, but I can't remember the name of it, but there's like a tool that's just like all the crypto challenges. What is it? CyberChef? Yeah, CyberChef. Yeah, CyberChef's like, makes these a lot easier, but also try and do them yourself before using that. Yeah. Web, this is usually like a web challenge, pen testing, either a web app or doing web vulnerability. You know, if you're doing auth right now, that's kind of what you're doing right now. You know, I know, and John, gotta do that remote command injection, local remote file inclusion. Gotta stop that with SE Linux, my favorite program.
SE Linux is
Oh no. Anyways, yeah. Web, pretty much web exploits. You know, CSEC with 380, you'll learn about a lot about that. But yeah, pretty much you'll get like a web page. Sometimes, like, I know my first intro challenge I saw for web was just like, look at the HTML. But other times it's like, okay, SQL injection or other web vulnerabilities. So I think it's probably my favorite category. Yeah, here, you might get a prompt, a login, and like, oh, SQL injection, hit the tables or whatever, and flag. MISC, you know, into whatever you want, anything. I think there's been some pretty cool MISC challenges in the RTCTF pretty much in the past. Anything you can think of. Yeah. Attack defense. I mean, you don't really see it as often. I think it's kind of similar to COF. If you're at ISTF, the king of the hill boxes. It's kind of like you got a penetration, you got to like pen test boxes and get access to these boxes and find the flags. Or in COF case, put your flag on there, the score. And well, you got to keep other teams out and stuff like that. Pretty cool. Don't see it as often because it requires a bit more infrastructure than just, you know, eating challenges up on our website. But yeah, simple. Making challenges. Now, CTF, John, it's about a month away. What would you say?
Yeah,
about a month away.
Pretty much a month at this point.
We run a CTF. It's pretty cool, pretty lit. We make our own challenges. If you want to make a challenge, you know, maybe not done a CTF in the past. Think, oh, I think I could make a challenge. I have a cool idea for a challenge. Make it. Talk to Josh Neiman. Dockerize it. Pretty simple. Don't be afraid. Like, work with people. Challenges are pretty cool. We love it. Yeah. It could be easy as hard as you want. We'll take them. Yeah. Here's some resources, you know, if you're RTCTF. I don't know, it's Team Contagion meeting this semester. I don't know how they're faring, John, but I think that was pretty much a CTF interest group program.
Yeah, it is still a thing.
It's still a thing.
A little low-key this semester.
Yeah, it's still a little key with COVID, but Team Contagion, CTF interest group, join them on Workplace, I'm pretty sure. A lot of other CTF sites there for you if you want to learn more about CTF, like schedules and what other CTFs besides RITs like CTF there is. And yeah, any questions? If not, we're going to go to oh, you can talk about the demo first, Emmanuel. After that, I gotta demo myself.
Whoa.
I demo stuff first. Awesome. We have a CTF demo, I would say, aka COF. I'm gonna demo the COF challenges from this past weekend at ISTS. Pretty awesome. Okay, this Zoom is going to be difficult. Get out of here. And we have these wonderful COF boxes that I'm confident into. Totally not cheating. Don't worry. I just couldn't be bothered to set up a client because, yeah. Give me a sec. I got to log in. And we're going to do the COF challenges from the COF boxes, but like, you know, remotely. Okay, and we're logged in. So, first COF challenge we're going to do is the Linux one. So, if we see here, we go to 192.168, I think it's 43141, 4142. Yeah, here we go, 141. We get this wonderful website. When we go to our Linux, okay, background, actually, teams are given a host on the COF network. There's kind of Angela messed up a bit, and they were supposed to be domain join, had users and stuff. Didn't work out too well. But they had a whole /16, that's a class B pretty much, subnet to scan for 3 COF boxes. Kind of extreme. Red team took quite a bit to find it, but they were given, it was narrowed down a bit on the second day for them because activity was a bit low. But that whole /16, they scan it, nmap scan it, you'd find, 3 boxes. This is the next one, port 80 and 22 open. Okay, SSH, try and log in, don't have any creds, go to the web. Find the web, get this wonderful web page. Oh wow, string the hash me. Let's just hash something random. Oh cool, it's a cool hash. But what if they're using like PHP exec? Because this looks like a PHP. Oh, PHP injection, that's like one of the more common web exploits. That's like, intro to web exploits, that's it. Let's do a quick testing / who am I? It does testing, but it still hashes the second command. So what if we do testing, and then who am I, and then another thing, so maybe it will do testing who am I, and then the hash is the third thing. Oh, look at that. We got it. We ran a who am I command, and look at that. We're running as a guard user. Oh boy, I could then use that. I have terms as a guard user. What can that guard user do? Well, I could ls the box. Maybe find a file that maybe could help me out, like a password file. Not really anything. There is scoring though. What if we go to those web pages? 1, 2, 1, 6, 8, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1. 1, 4, 1, 8. Oh boy. Oh, I can't spell. There we go. Oh boy. Oh yeah, that's where we need to put our hash to score. Okay. Well, we can probably set it, but there's SSH open. What if we just change the password of this guard user and log in as a guard user? So what if we do testing? Who am I just realized I'm going to need to install putty or something. Oh, I know what I can. Yeah. Let me do putty real quick. This is a live demo. Always something wrong. I don't know if these boxes have default SSH stand. You're putting way too much trust in Connor's Ansible. But I don't know. Putty, good old. So while putty runs, we will do, instead of who am I, we'll echo a password in. So password can be the baby. 1, 2, 3 exclamation point. Very secure. My password for everything. Trust me. That's it. And then we do guard. And then eat. That should have ran. So the baby 1, 2, 3. So once we get putty installed, okay. This is as far down as I can scroll apparently. Excuse me. Okay. I don't get a taskbar anymore. And while we install putty, we can we need some nice elevator music, but yeah, Jeopardy music. Can you join back late, Jason? Okay, here we go. We don't have a taskbar, but we have windows. No, this is not what we want. Yes, okay. I know why the problem is. Okay, 1, 4, 3, 1, 4, 1. Yes, yes, yes. So log in as guard. The baby 1, 2, 3 exclamation point. Okay, maybe my command didn't work. Okay, give me a sec. The baby user has been banned. Yeah, the baby's been banned.
I thought your password was Hunter 2.
Yeah, Hunter 2 is like my secondary password. Let's go back. For my, maybe. Red team actually bodied my box, yes. Okay, does this work? This should work. My Linux friend. I'm more of a Windows guy. My Linux friends. Will this work for putting a password in as guard user? Backslash n?
Like in your actual the baby, you do backslash n and then the password again.
I see. So here?
Yeah. And then your password again because it asks you.
Okay. Trust me.
Leaves, password leaves.
Yeah. So we go the baby 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're gonna cheat because trust me, if you were more of a Linux person, you could change the password because it's running as a guard user, obviously. I don't know Linux as well, but we're just gonna log in as white team. But trust me, and ask you to guard. Yo, this is how you do CTF. COD. Because demos can't go correctly, of course. So we're now a guard user. Yeah, we stop. Oh, this is not like the typing the mic. No, I'm not because it's too. If it's close enough, it's very loud. Yeah. Well, you can hear a lot of stuff. There we go. Very loud. Anyways, we're a good user. Our password change totally worked, and we're on the box. Okay, what's going on? Sudo, root. That's not how you spell sudo. We're not trying to sudo, we're bashing. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, well, we can change that scoring because, you know, we got into the box. Oh, look, we have perms to change scoring run. I wonder if that was set up correctly. It was. Anyways, wow, we put our team's hash in here. I mean, red team had this in for a lot, but I will put my hash in here. Boom. So if we go to scoring 1/HTML, these wonderful scoring checks that me and Dan made. Okay, Nginx cached it. Nginx, you piece of crap.
I think you need to restart Nginx.
Try turning Nginx off.
Yeah, it's the browser. Look, see Among Us. There we go. My Among Us team is scoring on cost for that check that we made. That's wonderful. Okay, well, how do we get access to scoring too? Well, if I can handle OpenStack being slightly annoying and not having full screen. Oh, look, we need to become the Sergeant user. How do we do that? I have no clue. Well, let's see. What might be running on the box? Do we have anything in running as like a task? Ooh, eventually maybe you might see Etsy cron tab. Let's full screen this. It'd be nice. Oh, look, something's running as Sergeant. That's probably like a challenge made for you. Oh, and it's running this tmux.sh file. I wonder what that tmux.sh file does. Why am I queuing? Cat exe tmux.sh. Oh, it's making a shared tmux called daily session. Dan, would you like to, let the audience know how to join a shared tmux called daily session? Yeah, it's attached session, right?
What's tmux?
Yeah, what is a tmux?
Come on, you better remember this one.
I had notes for this that are not on me.
Tmux A-T.
It's a file. Let me a sec. It's tmuxtac s. I totally didn't look it up. I just remembered from my amazing memory. So I do, but Dan, you can be quiet. You're an audience member. I didn't ask for questions yet or comments. Not for you. This is a different present. This is. I'm being attacked. I'm not. I just can't have a good time, and I feel so attacked right now. And it is a daily session. I saw Red Team playing around with this, and they were trying to attach to the file, but they didn't attach to the file with like the daily session name. Oh, we're in a tmux. Let me have to scroll up because I can't full screen on OpenStack. Oh, who am I? I'm the Sergeant. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. I can change my password to. I have no clue what this is. What did I say? I don't know what I sent it to. I was going to change it to the Babey, but I will eventually. But anyways, so we can go to that var www.html, that wonderful directory where we're scoring 2. Oh boy, I solved the second challenge. Let me go to scoring 2 and put my flag in there. And I can get 2 scoring checks for King of the Hill and win the competition based off that. Awesome. So now if we go to an Explorer, is it an Explorer? It is an Explorer. Oh no. And go to scoring 2, which isn't cached because I haven't gone there yet. Amazing. Then we can see a flag's there. Boom, we've solved this King of the Hill challenge. If you were also during the competition, there would be cost tokens you could find for points in the store. But if you also looked around the box a bit more, you might see a username.txt. But, okay, let's let's just do this is the worst way to do this, but there we go. Yes. So we got Prince. What is that? That could be useful for later. Anyways, done with that box. Now we're on to this Windows box. Dun dun dun. Called Yokohama. You would scan it and see that port 445 is open and web. web would be open only, you'd see scoring, that was about it. There's nothing else with web unless you found like you just exploit through IIS. But on the domain controller of the final box, we'll instead do the challenge from here. So if you go here, ignore that, and go to the IP address of this box, which if I could remember, hashtag leaks, give it a sec. It is 33132. So if you just go here, you don't even need to know the share name. If you just go here, and they did have domain credentials at some point. If I could, okay, let's just go like this. Demo, please. Demo, please. Okay, is it actually sharing? That's actually good. That's a good question. Did my Ansible actually work? Because you make changes and then you want to upload a ton of memes. So then you push to then you add memes through the web UI, and you pull the memes down and revert your changes that you just comment out to run the memes one. Yeah, the share isn't running. And Yokohama that's because Yokohama looks down. Live demos, everyone. Let's restart that box real quick. It's time we can talk about physical security interest group.
Phillip, I have a question.
Yes?
What does any of this have to do with King of the Hill?
This is the King of the Hill.
Nah, bro, I ain't seen Hank Hill nowhere.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I can't believe Loudon just hit me with the Hank Hill. If Twitch chat didn't hear that question, he asked, when are we going to get to the King of the Hill? I don't see Hank Hill anywhere.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Loudon, I'm going to turn you into a convertible, man. You better watch out. Okay, so give it a sec while I make sure this box is actually up and actually sharing the share I needed to share. Oh yeah, I can tell stories about King of the Hill and how it went horribly wrong. It didn't go horribly wrong, but it went slightly wrong during competition. So, while I check this, what happened during competition is that, making Windows boxes, you run the Windows Ansible to make it, a working Windows box. What I forgot is that Windows Ansible installs the default users such as like admin, administrator, and white team that's on the same boxes as like info for teams. So when red team eventually pops those users and gets the passwords with like maybe cats or whatever, oh boy, they now have the passwords to white team admin and administrator, which kind of can just log into my conf boxes and just completely ignore all my challenges with that. So what do you do to fix that? You rapidly disable these users through your admin white team user on the domain. Well, Phillip, you might say, why do you have an admin white team user on the domain? They're just going to get that password because the white team pass is the same for every single white team user. Good question. Well, in my 5 a.m. tiredness with Dan making an SMB scoring check, I made white team the scoring user with the password, that is on a password across the entire network. So, red team over here, I can't disable this user or else the scoring check doesn't work. So red team has to be able to have that user to log on. Okay, I need to add this user real quick for just checking to make sure, because none of my Ansible changes made. But anyways, yes, so red team has this admin user that they can just, use willy-nilly across the network. So what do? I start removing privileges for that admin user. Problem is, when you need an admin user, it's a mad time because when red team gets an admin user, they get on your DC and then just get all the hashes of all the passwords of your accounts. So when you're rapidly disabling accounts to stop red team from just popping your DC, go to help a team for 5 minutes, come back to your DC being 9-catted. It's not a good time. But it was, overall, teams didn't have those creds, so they had to do the challenges. And props to the team that did do the challenges because they won because of doing the challenges.
Play the game.
Look at this. Thank you. This is one of my memes from ISCS. I made some pretty good memes. Not gonna lie. Why is it called King of the Hill when it should be King of the Emperor? Or Emperor of the Hill. Where it's, I am the best. I'm the baby.
Yes. He said it. He's confirmed.
Is this sharing? This is sharing. Okay. Everyone has read. That's amazing. Okay. So Tokyo, please. Do I need to go like Sasha, Yokohama? Probably do then. Yep.
Convertible converter. Catalytic converter.
Oh. It is. Let's check the firewall. Debugging Windows 101.
Firewall. Always the firewall.
I mean, just. Oh, the firewall's on. Just turn that off. We don't need that. Security, everyone. It might be, honestly. The IP should have worked. That's the one thing I did like 60 times throughout the day, and it worked every time. So, the fact that it doesn't work in the demo is like indicative to how demos are like inherently cursed. Okay, that's definitely sharing. What do I do that? Yeah, it does not like it. 33132. Oh, there we go. So like usually you'd go here and you'd be able to see. You don't need creds, and you'd be able to see. Oh, sharing. If you're off the domain, which teams were because it ends with funky stuff, then you would need a user, which I gave. But anyways, you see all the shares. You see sharing. Oh my gosh, all these cool things like amazing memes. What is oh?
You have one called Cars.
Cars. Yeah, awesome memes. Anyways, stuff that's not memes. Scoring.1. Oh boy, that's a scoring thing. Can I edit it? I cannot edit. I cannot edit it. Give it a sec. I shouldn't be able to edit it. Okay, so there's another change. Anyways, you won't be able to edit it. Oh no. But there's an hourly thing. Oh boy, some idiot put their hourly running PowerShell script into this public share that everyone can read. It's not right though. Smart on him, totally. But anyways, you see this amazing garbage that, is there no full, there we go. PowerShell ISE, be gone. Be gone. Look at this. How am I supposed to debug this? Well, there's a ton of functions that don't really do anything, but if you go from the back, you can see it runs every 10 minutes. It calls drive car. What is drive car? It sets the local user password to food price. What is food price? It is, you convert to time value to secure a string. Okay, what is time value? It's a random object from random.txt. Now, if PowerShell ISE, please go. If you looked in the share, you would find a random.txt. What is it? It's just a text file. There's only one thing in there now. There's a lot more. I just made it one thing for simplicity's sake, so I either don't have to wait 10 minutes for the password to change, or I don't have to guess the 20 different passwords that were in there. So you had to write to this file, so you could change the file to just be your own password, or you could just try all the passwords. So if you go to the box as the advisor user, yeah, the King of the Hill was kind of this simple, kinda. If you found the boxes, if you bought the help in the store, it would have helped you pretty much quite a bit. But advisor, this is not what I want. I want to be checking your watch. It's advisor.io. Oh, it's okay. And then it was wasabi123. Oh, we can copy paste. That's right. It's not out of open. It's not out of the thing. Oh, look at that. We have a connection. Wow. God. Look at that. So cool. Disconnect that user. Yes. That's a blue team stripe. You ever see that pop up in your box? Always hit OK. That's totally not red team logging in. I heard a few people during the competition actually did that. Hit OK, let red team log in. That was a joke. Don't let red team log in by hitting OK.
The only time I hit OK was when I was on the phone with someone from white team. They're like, I'm signing into your box.
Yes.
Let me in.
Wow, I'm the advisor user. Let me poke around. Oh, see. Oh, and I'm the advisor user, so I have permissions to write the scoring 1 in the sharing share. Yes, the sharing share. Wow, SMB check. Yes, I'm going to have 2 SMB checks, and I realized Microsoft only allows 20 connections to SMB. So if you're doing 13 checks for 13 teams, times 2 checks is 26. That, my friends, is more than 20. So I, in fact, could not do 2 SMB checks. Yes. Round of applause for that quick math. Anyways, so we had a web, yes, this was at 7 a.m. Saturday. So we had a web check instead for the second one, but this one you would edit, and then it would get checked. You can see that. Okay, well, how do I get perms to this web check? INetPub, can I edit this file? I can't, because I'm dumb. Okay. Open with, I really hope I can't edit this file, or else I'll look like a fool on stream and in front of all these wonderful people in the crowd. I can't. Wow, my angel worked. Pog. Anyways, so I need the privesc. How do I privesc? Well, let's go to users and advisor and documents. Oh, we have these cool things. You just poke around the box stuff, you'll find this. There's pictures. We have all these cool things. And text files and pictures, because like me, this person doesn't know how to, like if you see on my computer, I don't sort like net folders. Anyways, we have all these things. Oh boy, what is this? A love letter, a response. Oh no, this person got rejected because their best friend stole the girl. Oh no. Password reset, I will open that because that has my phone number in that. This was a social engineering challenge, everyone. You had to call me, and I would reset the password of the account that had perms to scoring too.
Whoa.
Yes, social engineering. You'd read around the box, you'd see you're the user who, so the password reset is for the username head advisor, who is the best friend of advisor. The love response, the head advisor stole the girl from advisor. The advisor person also wrote a few stories in the text documents. You pretty much go around. There's lots of facts and stuff needing to gather. There's pictures. There's everything. Tons of, I had like 12 different things you had to look at. And you would call me up, and I would be like, okay, answer security questions. I got to prove it's you. And then you would do it. If you failed and called back, which the team that was doing the challenge actually called back on a different person, which is good, because if the same person called back, I would have just said, you're just the same person. You're not this person. Anyways, social engineering challenge, pretty cool. I'd reset the password. You'd log in, change scoring to get the points. Also, if you had the head advisor user, there was this cool file, password.txt. I wonder if that's really the username.txt. That's right. You had to solve both the Linux and the Windows cost box, get creds to the final cost box, the DC, the domain controller that had admin perms, that in Dan's craziness that didn't actually go through was supposed to be the DC of the entire infrastructure, of all the teams and everything. Sadly, Windows is sometimes garbage and doesn't like it when there's DCs that aren't nice.
Like it when you have the same host name trying to
Yeah, when you have when you have 13 teams with 13 boxes with the same host name, Windows Active Directory doesn't like that for some reason. I don't know why. Must be garbage software. Couldn't be anything else. Couldn't be a weird use case. Anyways, you would get these amazing creds, and you would log on to the Tokyo box as Prince. Oh boy, the final challenge. Or you could just net log on it like Red Team, because I forgot to patch that. Anyways, this is not this is the Tokyo box. I'm in an RDP session. I'm in a remote.
Whoa, is he in an RDP?
Okay. We've ODP'd to Tokyo with one click of the button of closing ODP to Yokohama. It's that simple, guys. Anyways, you would be the Prince user, and there wouldn't be much on the box besides, the Prince directory, which you see has these large text files that you can't open. I hope I didn't just break this box. I can just close you. Anyways, wow, that doesn't work. This is an abnormally large text file. Could I run this application? Nope. Wow, here's a cool file. That's just the amazing logo that Dan had. Not applause to this logo that Paint is being garbage on and not doing justice. Anyways, you have this wonderful stuff. Oh boy, what's this? This is not. I did again. Also, I'm mad. Okay, so, Ans wouldn't say this, but there was a poem.txt on this box that would have like a riddle that was like, wow, here's riddle stuff, riddle. And pretty much you had, because this was originally supposed to be, it was going to be very vague and like, you'd have to like kind of get it on the money. Because if you got this, you would have admin to like all the DCs, which I didn't want to give too easily. So the riddle was kind of like a secret hint to like hidden volumes and stuff. And you know what's a hidden volume thing? Veracrypt. So you could like use these nice image files that were on the box suspiciously there. I think the riddle had something about using images of war for unlocking hidden things, whatever. I think the riddle was pretty clever. Anyways, or the poem. Might have been a haiku. But you would use Veracrypt, unlock it, and you'd get some nice creds to domain admin. And you would be able to edit scoring 1 and scoring 2 for IIS. And you would get all the 6 checks, and you'd be the coolest team, because you would have a full green cost scoreboard. Imagine how cool that would be. No team got that, sadly, except for Team 15, the coolest team. And that concludes the demo of the cost boxes from ISTS. Any questions? No. Lessons learned. Make sure that the cost Ansible is different from the regular Ansible, so default creds can't be used. Make sure
Make sure you add the password to the cost process and admin.
Yeah, make sure that the scoring thing doesn't have admin, and also bad team can't figure out the password for it. What else? Make sure you restart the box, because at some point, PHP, Nginx is crap, and even though I changed the config, restarting the service, starting the service, doesn't change it, had to reboot the box. Lots of lessons learned. I hope they do cost next year and make it a lot better. And make sure that teams will actually do it, because the team that did do it won it because cost is very hefty of the score, 15%. Like you could do the CTF for 6 hours or 8 hours and get you still get beat by red team, or you could do cost. Oh, buddy, that wasn't me. That was this guy. You could do. Yeah. Cost is now 100% of the score next competition. ISTS is the king of the hill competition, guys. Anyways, Dan, stop. Anyways, or you could spend 3 hours in cost and win the competition because of it. Your choice. Anyways, that concludes my TED Talk and why King of the Hill was awesome, and totally demos work all the time, especially 30-minute demos. This is goodbye.